Ahmad Al-Basheer, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the United States.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Washington Institute.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy and honored to be here today to talk about the current situation in Iraq. I'm very pleased and honored to sit in front of you guys all.
Ahmad Al-Basheer is quite a character, as you will see. His show started in 2014. The success of the Al-Basheer show has been its ability to channel the desires, the wishes, the dreams of Iraq's younger generation, those who are on the street and protesting on the one hand, but also be able to speak to them.
Before the Al-Basheer show, I started satire in 2011. I had a piece of cloth behind me, and I was standing in the TV station and with one camera, and I was telling the news in the slang language. We say al-Ammiya, with adding some jokes, like little small jokes to the news. Because I was a news anchor at that time. I was a bad news anchor, like awful one. Me and my friend, who later became my sister's husband, and yes, he had a relationship with my sister without I know, behind my back. So me and this guy decided that we're gonna take the news. You know, there's a show in that TV station. It's a very boring show. They bring all the news of the week, in case you didn't watch in the last few days, and they put it in a show for 1 hour. So we took the same news, we changed it from Fusha language, from Fusha, like the normal way of telling the news, to Ammiya, so slang language, with adding a small jokes, a silly jokes actually, to be honest. So no one is watching the show, and we were very tired during the week, gathering the materials. We were only two, doing our best, editing for 3 days, 2 days, doing our best to make it fun. No one is watching the show, so I decided, like, after the 3rd episode, I will quit this job and I will find another thing. Maybe I will go to the US as an immigrant, like all the Iraqis, and then I'll start a new life. And then one day he wakes me up in the morning and he said, there's something happened. 100,000 views on YouTube for the 3rd episode.
Wow, what happened?
I was like, exactly, what happened? This is my question. Why do you steal my words? What happened, Muhammad? He said, I don't know. No one knows. And this is the power of social media. Literally overnight, I turned from a normal person who's doing a news on TV to a celebrity. In that day, I went to the supermarket to get the cheap $2 meat, because it's very cheap. And someone there was like, yeah, I watched you today, you are amazing. Can I take a picture with you? Like, I'm a celebrity now? What happened? And then started the turning point for my job, starting from being a news anchor, a bad news anchor who can't say the right words in Fusha, to someone who's telling the same news but in another way. Because for me, I used, me and the crew, we used this way to reach to the people. We know this way is much easier. It's funny stuff are much easier to get to the people.
Okay.
And it's entertaining at the same time, and it's fun because we hate to be classic people telling the news in a classic way. We don't want to do that.
Why is an Iraqi political satirical show airs on a German channel?
There is no single Iraqi TV station who can afford the freedom of the show.
Have you tried it?
We tried in 3 TV stations, and the Iraqi government shut them down.
Shut the stations down?
And cut off the show also. Because there's no other way to shut me up. They tried everything.
Okay, what are you saying? Why do they want to shut you up?
It's not easy. They don't handle jokes.
Controversial?
Yeah, this word. I can't say it anymore. For them, they need to control everything. They need to control the media. They need to control everyone. Every single one works in the media or on TV.
How did you go from just bothering people, making people angry, to getting on their nerves so much that now they threaten you?
The main thing that we've done in the show and during everything that we're doing is that we destroyed the authorities that they created for themselves, which the halo that they created to control people. You know, they use religion, they use sect, they use ethnicity. They didn't achieve anything on the ground. The only thing that they're good at is how to divide people and to control the divisions. Actually, it worked until 2014. But after 2014, the new generation when it started to rise, I think it's going to be different.
Because of the protest movement, the suicide rate in Iraq has changed. How so?
Dropped to almost zero.
Why is that?
Because there's hope. Before the 1st of October, you get, and there's lots of reports talking about it. It was very serious, it was very dangerous. We talked about it. We are trying to get the youth not to do it because lots of them are the new generation. They lost hope and they can see that there will be no change of the situation, political situation or economy, or they wouldn't find job, or they wouldn't marry the girl that they love, or whatever, or the man that she loves. So you will get lots of suicide numbers in Iraq. Lots of people who commit suicide, almost 300 a month, almost. But after the protest in Iraq, it dropped to zero. Wow. Literally to zero. I will share the statistics about that.
Nice.
Because after the protest, people and the new generation felt safe. Actually, I talked to one of the leaders in the protest, not the leaders, let's say protesters. He said all the suiciders who are having the suicide idea, they are on the front lines now.
Nice.
They are demanding for a better future. They are demanding for a nurid watan, for a homeland. So this is why the youth are on the street now, demanding a few things. One of them is new elections, early elections, I mean. And a new prime minister that secure a free elections, and a new commission, and new electoral law. Elections law.
Yeah, elections law.
So these are their demands. They don't want to change the constitution.
So it's a positive signal.
Yes.
It's a moving forward march rather than restarting or starting over.
Exactly. They're going on the streets to rebuild the democracy again.
I see.
Because the Iranians and the Americans destroyed the democracy in 2010 when they got Nur al-Maliki.
Will you ever run for office in the Iraqi government? Do you have political ambitions?
Oh.
Yeah, don't choke. Do you have political ambitions?
I don't say no, and I wouldn't say yes.
Okay.
But I would say if there's a chance to be part of building the country, to be part of, not with these people, of course, not with these people around, no.
Okay.
Because you can't go to work as a politician with the militias all around the world, other place. With all this corruption money, of course. Zelensky is a president now, and he was a comedian, the Ukrainian president.
I was gonna make that suggestion, but there you go. There you go. Yeah.
And you have another comedian also who's a president.
Okay, let's stop there. Changing gears. Changing gears.
He was talking about dishwashers the other day.
And here he goes.
Why?
Okay, go ahead. Do your spiel.
Why was he talking about dishwashers? It's very funny. By the way, my new addiction is watching Trump speeches. It's amazing.
Who did you shake the most, got on their nerves the most? Sent you the funniest, weirdest hate mail ever?
Lots of them, they were very angry with me, and they're just like my friend saying that 3 politicians, if they kill you, I want to blame them.
Okay.
I can't say names because it's on record.
Okay.
Yeah, actually they watch the show because we want to see this asshole, what he's gonna say. Let's see where he's gonna make mistakes. Actually, the people who dislike the show are watch it more than the people who loves the show. And because Iraqis are very emotional people. This is how, so one of the singers I hate I don't hate in person, I mean. I hate the songs that he do. Whenever he released a song, I think I'm the first people, I'm before his own viewers, of his own audience and fans. Because I was like, is it funny as usual? Let me see. Oh, it's funny. Yes. So they watch it, and this is exactly why they're scared of the show, because they know even the people who dislike the show, they watch the show. Actually, people who hate the show the most, they don't dislike, just they hate the show. They're watching, like they're checking, oh, he gained some weight. That's good. Oh, he didn't do his beard in a good way. That is good.
Yes.
They're trying to pick everything wrong in the show to use it against me and against the whole independent institution that we create.
What is your connection? What's your relationship?
To the revolution.
To the revolution.
Well, lots of people saying that you are one of the main reasons of this revolution. I don't like to be that responsible, actually, because it's a responsibility. It's a huge. We're talking to the people directly without any censorship, and we're telling them then the truth about what's happening.
Thank you for giving them voice so eloquently and so bravely. And thanks again for talking to us at the Washington Institute and for joining the Link event. And thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
That concludes our program today.
Thank you, everyone.